Have you ever asked yourself, if I know what's good for me, why am I not doing it? What the heck is going on? If you have, it's a good sign. It means that you are on the right path. There is a very good scientific explanation for this. And once you understand why it happens, it's not that hard to create a system to bridge the gap between wanting to do healthy shit and actually doing it. Because good news, you are not lazy, you are not broken, you are just trying to jam an elephant-shaped peg into a monkey-shaped hole. But you are not alone. I was making the same mistake all my life until my mid-40s, making New Year resolutions or deciding to start on Monday. But guess what? Doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Is the definition of insanity. So let's try something new this time. Let's be smart. Let's use science and tweak our brain. Our minds are a combination of two forces, an elephant and the rider. The rider is a thinker, the part of you that loves to plan, set goals, dream big. The elephant, on the other hand, is your emotional powerhouse, strong, stubborn, and drawn to what feels familiar. The insight is that the rider can only gently guide the elephant, and it works okay to some extent unless the elephant has other plans, or is hungry or horny. That's why you can plan to start running on Monday, but when the moment comes, the elephant drags you back to the old comfortable path. And that's the problem we have to solve, and we are going to solve. For example, your elephant wants to go and watch kittens, not safe for work videos, a comedy, so the rider in you has to steer back to me if you want to learn something new and life-changing. That's why you'll be better if you go full screen so the elephant doesn't get distracted. You can also remind yourself why you are here. To rephrase Jordan Peterson, what is one thing you know you should fix in yourself? And that is your stick for the elephant. Your reminder of what's at stake and why this conversation really matters. And I'd better promise you something shiny at the end, a carrot, if you will, for the same reason, to keep your elephant on the track. So here it is. I've read all the best books on habit building, which in hindsight I really wish I did much sooner, like 20 years ago. And the books are The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, Why the Hard Things Are Exactly What You Want to Do. Influence by Robert Cialdini, all the psychological tricks to affect other people and yourself. And of course, Atomic Habits by James Clear, how to create good habit loops. And I'm going to synthesize all these books into the best 10 tips, which I've tried multiple times on myself with great results, and which you can start applying today. But also, at the end, I'm going to give you a formula, not present in any of these books, to elevate your internal happiness to the next level while doing it all. So you get much more from this video than the title suggests. Okay, now we can go. And along the way, we are going to look at my attempts to get more Zone 2 training into my life, which is running or biking, which I struggled with for multiple years to start doing, and use that experience as an illustration for the principles. But the principles, work for any kind of new habit you want to pick up. Can be exercise, can be playing banjo. And the first step on the path to success is to forget the results. One thing that Marcus Aurelius and Michael Phelps have in common is that they both will tell you this. You cannot control the outcome. You can only control the process, the daily steps, which in many ways is liberating. We don't have to win the Olympics or run 26 miles. We just need to put on shoes and get out for a short run, which is not that hard in comparison. Especially if you leave your shoes strategically exactly where you can see them. It's a reminder, cue to the elephant. Or if you have a pull-up bar where you can see it, it's also much easier to start using it now and then. That's how I started, by just hanging. But the best reminder I found for myself is to put things on a damn calendar. I used to have to-do lists until I realized that they are just the graveyards of my good intentions. Nowadays, if I want something done, I put it on a schedule. So there is only one thing on my plate at a time, which means less wiggle room for this dude to get distracted. Calendar. That's simple. And simple is good. We'll come back to it when we review the famous military practice of kissing. The schedule can be amplified by what's known as stacking, and it works like magic. Let me show you how. Stacking is when you add a new habit to an existing one, almost like a shish kebab. Let's say you go to the bathroom in the morning and then you brush your teeth. Right? If A, then B. We can also sweeten the deal and add a reward at the end. Another example would be, let's say I go to the kitchen after the bathroom, I drink electrolytes. I drink electrolytes, I go for a run. I'm done with the run, I drink my coffee and check my phone. So there is a trigger, a new action and a reward. No run, no coffee. Run, check Facebook. And next, you have to adjust your self-perception, or we can call it manifest your future self. There is a great quote by Reid Hoffman. If you are not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you are late. And this quote has multiple meanings, but what I'm getting at is this. It's okay to act like the person you want to be even before you fully become them. Just call it a better version. For example, if you decide to work on running, as I do, don't think of yourself as someone trying to run, because that person defaults to not running. Well, we don't want that. So remember, do or do not. There is no try. Instead, in your head, call yourself a runner, because that person defaults to getting out, even if it's just for 100 steps. And that's good enough. We are not training your legs, we are training the elephant. Next tip. We can double down on self-perception with social responsibility. And it's very powerful. Let me paint you a picture. Your elephant hates cognitive dissonance. It's like running uphill against the wind all the time. So it's exhausting and frustrating. What he wants is to be consistent with what you think, what you say, and what you do. That's how you can run on autopilot, because telling the truth is easy. So when I think to myself, I'm a runner, and when I tell you, I'm a runner, my emotional brain doesn't want to get caught lying, and off we go for the run. In a way, I'm making this video just to remind myself to keep doing it. But you can pay me back with the same coin. Think again about that one thing you want to improve during the next year. Okay? And write it down in the comments in the following form. I am that new persona. First, it pushes and solidifies the idea in your head, because what's written carries more weight. And second, as a bonus, I'll personally ask you in a year about your progress. But if you want to really hack your system, write down that comment and share this video with your friends who know you personally, and that's going to put some serious fire under your ass to actually deliver. And that's a stick. So let's add a carrot to the menu, and we're going to call this carrot a casino. You know, dopamine, the brain's favorite treat, and the elephant's ultimate obsession. It's that irresistible buzz you feel when you win, score, or even just think about something exciting. And guess what? We can hack it. MRI scans show that gamblers' brains go bananas when the odds are even. The easiest way to trigger dopamine is with 50-50 chance. It's not about winning. It's actually about the thrill of the unknown. And the elephant doesn't care about the results. It just wants to stay on the edge. Keep him guessing and he'll be coming back for more. So what we need to do is to just introduce some element of surprise into your habits. Let's say if you're running, flip a coin to choose a route. Or flip a coin to decide whether to listen to music or just listen to yourself breathing and enjoy the effort. Which is actually a very important piece of the puzzle as well. Imagine that you are in a computer game. Games are fun, right? And what they usually have is a concept of experience points. When you do something hard, you collect experience and use it to improve your character. But guess what? Life is not that different. And for all we know, we might even be living in a simulation. And every time you do something hard, especially when you don't feel like it, you're earning experience points in real life. It's almost like when you feel the resistance, but push through it, you absorb the energy of that force, and that's how you grow and level up. So that's what you keep in your head when you need to make that tough call, or ask for a raise, or go for a run. Think about it as your quests in the game of life. It's all part of the adventure. And if you fail, not a big deal, just like in any game, you can try again. The tasks might not get easier, but there is no penalty for learning from your mistakes and coming back stronger. In the case of running, if you feel your legs and heart working, it's already easy. Experience points just rain on you like gold coins. And your real life character grows because you do something uncomfortable. Every step adds to your progress, and maybe, just maybe, you can push for 10 more steps. And then another 10. But here's some good news. You don't have to kill yourself. It's good to feel a bit of resistance and learn to enjoy it a little bit, but at this stage, whatever your new habit is, it's consistency we are mostly after. And that's where the KISS principle is extremely important. When Lockheed Blackbird spy plane was designed, the lead engineer, Kelly Johnson, brought a set of simple tools to the kickoff meeting and told everyone that the new plane should be repairable by an average mechanic in the field under fire using only those tools. And that's how we got keep it simple stupid, no comma principle. What does it mean for running? Keep it simple, keep it slow, keep it short, but back to consistency, keep it steady. Our goal is to create a new groove, a new road for the elephant. Once I tried to wake up early, run and lift all at the same time. Very good on paper, absolutely fucking horrible in real life. Oh. So, don't do it. Keep it simple. And as I said before, there is no rush. Instead, each time you do something small and positive for yourself, celebrate. Because getting out is significantly better than not getting out. And that's what really important and matters. So pat your elephant on the back, put a winning check mark in your journal, and there is also a great website called 𝐒𝐩𝐞𝐜𝐢𝐚𝐥 that helps to gamify your efforts even more. It's free, and I'll leave the link below. And now for the good stuff, the specials. Something all these habit building books kinda miss. So first, did you know that studies show that underslept people exercise less and eat more? There are gazillion reasons why sleep is good for you, but one of the most important is it recharges the willpower of the rider. We have a kind of battery inside of us that gets depleted the more we exercise self-control, and it only recharges when we sleep. On the bright side, this battery is almost like a muscle. The more you use it and recover, the bigger and stronger it gets, and that's how you develop discipline. Hard things do not get easier, but you learn to enjoy doing hard things. And second, my channel is called Living Smart, but being smart also means treating yourself with heart and kindness. Think about a good friend of yours. Whatever they try to do, you're supportive and ready to encourage them, even if they fail, right? Now imagine that you have an unpleasant jerk at work who you hate. Whatever they try to achieve, you are going to sabotage most likely. So, treat yourself as your own best friend. Your elephant might be clumsy or hard to train, but it's all you've got. Let your rider love and hug your elephant. If you skip a day, you can start again. If you eat an extra cookie, just say to yourself, it's the best thing I can do for myself right now. And this simple phrase stops bad binges in their tracks and guilt. So if you take anything from this video, at least take this. Let's memorize this formula. It's the best thing I can do for myself right now. And just use it. When you really love and care about yourself, it's much easier to work on yourself. And at the end of the day, I'd rather be a fat couch potato but happy with myself than skinny and miserable. Of course, you can be both, fit and happy. And mastering happiness is actually much easier than you might think, because it's not about how you are, which is mostly out of your control. It's about what you do, which you can change and improve if you know how. I've actually collected and tested more than 24 simple happiness practices to choose from and improve your life forever. So, living is smart, aging is bad, and I'll be really happy to see you there.